out so important to me because it's more than just trying to get your body physically right, but it's about your mental space as well. Woo! Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. It has been a minute, but as you can see from my past uploads on this channel, I recently graduated. Woo! Graduated from college, and I am back home. As you can see, I've been feeling great. I've been feeling different. I done, trimmed my hair, cut some bangs, cut some layers, really just settling into this new chapter in my life. And thank you for coming and joining me in my journey. Today's video is my fitness journey update, where I will catch you guys up on where we last left off, what's changed, what stayed the same, and the major takeaways that I have going on a year since my first fitness journey video. But before we go on, please show some love to this channel by hitting a like, subscribing, hitting the notification bell. So if you like this content and you want to see more of me, you'll get notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, where we left off. So while I was on campus and an active student in college, I went to the gym facility that was on campus. I went about 6 days a week. That's literally every day and one rest day. And I focused on doing cardio in the beginning and weightlifting on the other half of my workouts. 15 minutes on average on a 5 incline and about a brisk walk of 3.5. When I'm feeling really into my workout, or I had a lot to eat the day before and I need to burn some extra calories, I will do interval training, where I will keep it on the 5 incline, but I would go from 3.5 for maybe a minute, and then all the way to 5 for speed for about 30 seconds, and then I would do that for about 15 minutes. There was also times where I went to the gym and I realized that working out was a stress relief for me. So whenever I was feeling down, or whenever I was feeling very overwhelmed, I would end up doing a lot more cardio than usual. And that's when I would be on there for about 30 minutes to even an hour. And that's what makes the gym so important to me, and what made working out so important to me, because it's more than just trying to get your body physically right, but it's about your mental space as well. Now, after my cardio, I would go into stretches. I like to focus on hip flexors because my hips are just always stiff. They are always really tight, and I have to often do stretches, do hip openers, and spend a good amount of my time stretching my groin area and my legs to avoid cramping, because those areas are prone to soreness. I'll also do some back stretches and some arm stretches, especially if I'm working on back and arms. So after stretching, I go on to my weightlifting. So I would go to the gym Monday through Saturday, and on Monday would be arms, Tuesday would be abs, Wednesday would be my back, Thursday would be my glutes, Friday would be my leg, which arguably is not the best thing to do, like your legs and then a closer by muscle group like in one day, but it worked for me. I wasn't too sore or too tired, so it was okay. And Saturday I would do a full body / whatever muscle that I wanted to work out. The biggest difficulties I had with going to the gym in college was consistency. Now, I was way better at consistency this past year because I worked at the gym, so it was very convenient. Like after my shift, I would just pack my things and just walk over to the treadmill. For me, it was very convenient because I was already in an environment where I wanted to work out. And working at the gym was a plus because I got to find out which times of the day had the most people in the gym and when it was most crowded, and which time of the day that it was not crowded. On top of going to the gym 6 days a week, I would often go more than once on any given day, depending on how I felt and depending on like if I really wanted to get a good workout in and really wanted to burn those calories, what I ate, blah blah blah. There's a lot of factors that went into me going to the gym twice a day. Like at one point, I was on it. I was really on it. And that just goes into the difficulty with consistency, because if I had done that for the entire term, I would have been the way I look right now then. Like, hands down. But with schoolwork and a lot of stress, even though I used the gym to relieve a lot of my stress, it was the same stress that kept me out of the gym sometimes and unmotivated. So that was the biggest obstacle. Now, my diet in college. I still remain pescatarian and with a focus on plant-based meals. I did the whole protein shake thing towards the beginning of this past year, but I fell off of that because I didn't think it was really doing anything for me, and I really disliked the protein shake that I have. Like, it was not good. I didn't like the taste at all. It was one of those, like, I needed a straw to finish it, so it would just go straight down. And if I didn't, I would have to, like hold your nose situation, just chug it down immediately, because I just did not. Child, that protein powder was not it. I have to find something better, and that in itself is a struggle because I don't know where to lean exactly when it comes to finding plant-based protein powders, because a lot of them are expensive. B, a lot of them have sugar alcohols in them, stevias, which won't work well with my gut. And again, flavor. It's like you have to choose like one or the other, or two, and you can't have all three. So right now, I'm just chilling out on the protein shake thing. I'm not drinking them until I find something that really works for me and that is budget friendly. I cooked a lot in college, especially my last 2 years of college. I definitely cooked a lot because I lived in a suite and basically an apartment style, so I had a full kitchen and whatnot. But I cooked a lot in college, and I didn't have a choice to do otherwise because the dining hall was not giving variety, and it didn't cater to my alternative diet needs. It was mostly a miss. And I would have to say the biggest difficulty was the dining hall, for the reasons that I just stated, and for the fact that whenever I would go with the best intentions possible to get a salad or just get a couple things here and there, get the protein that they would occasionally have for me, which would just be like tofu sliced up, cubed up, and vegetables. But I would always get tempted. Like, the temptations were real, like the fried food, the cheese. It would tempt me a lot, and I would give in, and I would kick myself for it later and make sure that I got my butt into the gym that night after I would eat those things. But again, it was the discipline and the just temptation. Eating out, I never ate out as much as I did in college. Where I live, there isn't a lot of like Uber Eats or DoorDash, stuff like that, or a lot of restaurants that deliver around here. So if you wanted to eat out, you have to actually go out. And if you're not mobile, you're not doing anything around here. When I went to college, and you could literally order anything or just walk to any restaurant that was nearby, it was convenient, but not for my fitness goals. So that was definitely an obstacle, diet-wise. Cravings is something that I can talk about in a whole other video, because a lot of people don't understand that certain cravings mean that you need certain vitamins and certain minerals, and not necessarily the food that you're craving. But I can go into that in another video. Oh, stress. Stress eating has always been an issue for me. It's either I stress eat or I stress starve, and it's not good either way. And that stress definitely contributes to a lot of ups and downs with your weight and how your body reacts to the foods that you're eating. Sometimes you can be eating fine, but if you're stressed out, your digestive system just won't work the way that it should. So stress definitely affecting my diet and just fitness altogether. And all of that obviously contributes to the overarching difficulty of this whole section is inconsistency. All of those obstacles led to me being inconsistent sometimes, but I've always been able to, pick back up where I left off and try to give myself some grace in those moments, because it's normal and it's natural for a college student to go through stress and small stuff like that. And you're gonna get knocked off your game, but as long as you get back up and how well you get back up is what's really important. So thank you for making it to the end of this video. I appreciate you so much. Please show some love to this video by liking, subscribing, turning on the notifications if you want to see some more of this kind of content. And please, I want to build a community off of this journey, and I want to hear you guys' stories. So leave a comment of anything that you learned or anything that you took away from this video and what journey you've been on fitness wise. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.